Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's the one and only Zaria Shakira. You already know what it is. Oh, so
It's that Z shit, it's that Z shit. Pull up in a demon on guard.
So today's video is really kind of like spontaneous. I just thought that I should just do a little girl talk, chit chat, kind of story time type of vent session. If y'all follow me on TikTok or whatever, y'all probably have seen some of my lives lately. But we're gonna get into all of the stuff that I've been talking about. But I'm eating me some Chinese food. I just had a craving for Chinese food. I really haven't eaten all day. So I got me some sesame chicken. I asked for white rice instead of fried rice, but they still gave me fried rice. But it's whatever. And some crab ragoons and then an egg roll. My Chinese lady, she is so rude. Like, she don't even greet you. She just be like, what do you want? I'm just like, I get it, but like, not really. Why are you so mean? Oh, let me say my grace. Hold on. Amen. I'm sorry. I'm one of them people that just say my prayer like to myself. I haven't had sesame chicken in so long. I was craving it. It's good though. Still hot and fresh. But yeah, let's get into this chit chat, y'all. Okay. Now I actually had planned on doing a different video today because I really don't like my makeup, but I was like, whatever. We're gonna film something. So I was like, well, if I'm about to eat, I should just do a little mukbang, okay? So that's what we're doing. But anyway, I need some sauce. I don't like dry food. One thing I cannot do, like, I just can't eat dry food. Like, my rice always gotta have something on it. Some gravy or something. So yeah, like I said, if y'all was on my TikToks, y'all already know like what I've been talking about. But basically, I've been like mentally going through this situation, honestly. And I was just like, well, I don't want to keep, you know, thinking about the what if. So let me just, I guess, be an adult about the situation and just address it. But basically, there's someone that I used to deal with, basically. Let me just say that. And, you know, obviously things didn't work out, but, you know, if you're with somebody and they tell you, like, you know, down the line, I would like to see where things go. And down the line comes and nothing really happens. So I'm just like, you know, like, also, like, every once in a while, we do be, like, flirting with each other. But nothing too crazy. It's just, like, little shit. But at the same time, it's just, like, you know, I don't know if this is what you want. But if we gonna fuck with each other, like, let me know. So, basically, I reached out to the subject and, you know, was just like, listen here. I'm gonna tell you what it is. And at this point, if the energy don't match, then I know how to go from there. Because I don't like to be constantly thinking about something and not being able to like address the situation. So I'm not gonna give y'all too many details. Like, I don't know, like, I give y'all details when needed, but like something like this, I don't really care to like share all the details of the situation. But so I reached out to him or whatever, and since I'm not gonna get like too in detail about the conversation, I'm gonna just tell y'all like how it went. So I text him. I said something. Y'all, I ain't hear a response from for 2 days. So initially, after like hours passed, I was just like, okay, dude ain't gonna respond. So the same day, I was already just like, okay, girl, you might as well just like leave it alone. Don't even bother. So 2 days passed. He's like, I really didn't know how to respond to this, you know. I'm flattered that you feel this way, yada, yada, yada. And basically don't know how to go from there. And I'm just like, okay. So I responded with a couple messages. You know, we wasn't arguing nothing, but I responded with a couple messages. Never heard back. So I'm just like, you know what? No response is a response. And I'm just going to take it for what it is and move the fuck on, okay? I'm not about to be dwelling over nobody. Like, this was still closure for me. what was I saying? Basically, I'm just glad that I was able to get something off my chest, even though the response wasn't, you know, obviously the response that I wanted. It still was just like, okay, girl, like, I'm gonna be wasting my time if I keep putting effort into it. So it's like, it's energy ain't reciprocated, so just fall back. So that's what I'm doing. I mean, honestly, if he does respond again, it will be pointless because you're literally like choosing to avoid the conversation. So it's really nothing else to say now because so much time has passed, you know? But hopefully he's not one of them that come back years and years and years later, you know, not knowing what's going on with me or whatever. I mean, I'm a social media like influencer, so I'm gonna be on social media like in some years still probably, but like I just hope he's not gonna be one of them people that's like, dang, I should have just, you know, seen what she was talking about. And also this chat right now is like getting a little bit more off my chest, you know, just venting a little bit more. Like I was talking to people on TikTok, like I said, so I got that out the way. But if anybody is going through the same thing or needs some advice, let it go, okay? There is somebody for everybody. I believe it is somebody for everybody. If you really care to find somebody in the future, you'll find them. But if you're not doing anything to like attract the same energy and stuff like that, you might be single forever. I just think that if anybody is going through the same situation where it's like they don't know what they should do about somebody that they've got strong feelings for, you know, you can't help who you love, but at the same time, like in my case, like I said, I got closure from saying what I needed to say and getting the response that I got. The response was not the response that I wanted, but it's the response that I needed to determine whether I should still be stuck on this person or just move on. So, bitch, I'm moving the fuck on.
I know that's right.
So, yeah. That's basically the story. But we just gonna chit chat until I'm done eating. It's also crazy though because there's another guy that I talked to. It's so crazy. This is something that I just want to like put out there. I don't know what it is, but always around the same time, anybody that I've talked to like in the past, they usually come back around, but it's like multiple of them at the same time. It's kind of weird. But in this case, like obviously I was the one that reached out to a certain someone, but there's also somebody else that I used to deal with, and he's just a dub. Like I've given him so many chances. Like I've given him chances. Oh yeah, and jumping back to the initial conversation, me and dude, like we only fucked with each other once, and after that we literally was just like not fucking with each other really. You know how most people when they're done with each other, they reconnect, try something, it don't work. It was never a second shot with him. So I was just like, okay, you know, I was just seeing if it was gonna ever happen. But the response that I got was basically a no. Like if you just gonna avoid the conversation, obviously like I need to just leave it alone. But anyway, back to new dude. I need to give him names. Okay, that's what I should have did. You know, when you tell stories, you're supposed to give them names. Okay. So, we're going to give dude, at the beginning of the conversation, the initial conversation starter. What's his name should be? We're going to call him... His name is so, like, generic. It's, like, it's hard to find another one. We're going to call him... That's my cousin name. I ain't calling him that. We're gonna call him... What should we call him? I be trying to think of names of people like I don't know. But everything that's popping in my head is people that like I know that have that name. We're gonna call him... Fuck it. We just gonna call him Tom. Tom is the first dude. So Tom, and then we got... Names is hard. I should have thought about this before I started. We're gonna call him Ain't nothing even around for me to just look at. We gonna call him, what we gonna call him? Like, I need a name. I didn't think I was gonna bring up the other dude. That's why the conversation was just about him and we ain't need a name. But we gonna call him, why can't I think of a name? We gonna call the second dude Quan. I don't know no Quans. If I do Quan, I ain't talking about you. Like, at this point, we just need a name. So Tom is done for. We not fucking with Tom no more. It is what it is. I doubt he watches my videos, so he ain't gonna never know anyway. And if you do watch them, make it make sense. Because why are you watching my videos, but you ain't trying to, like, what is it? It ain't the support. Because you didn't even support me when we was together. Anyway. So Quan, he's somebody that comes back around basically like once a year. This is bad. He comes around like once a year with like small talk. And oftentimes I respond because I'm just like, you know, when we dated, it was cool. Like when we was on good terms, look, that sound bad. When we was on good terms, it was good terms. When we wasn't, we wasn't. But when we wasn't, it wasn't like terrible. It was just like arguing, like basic arguing shit. Like, you know, everybody go through that. But it was for stupid reasons. I should do another separate story time with him. I really should. But anyway, he come around basically every year. And recently he just came back around talking about some hey. And I'm just like, you know what? The last time we had a conversation, it literally went the same way that it always goes. So this time around, I don't think anything's changing. So honestly, I don't want to communicate with you. Like, it's nothing for me to say. I don't got nothing to say, you know? We've been back and forth with the same stuff every time we talk to each other. I literally have the same conversation all the time. You know what? I'm gonna do a story time with him just so y'all can understand the frustration that I have with him, and why now I'm just like, I'm over it. So yeah, if y'all want to see that story time, like this video. But regardless of the fact, I'm just like filling y'all in on what's been happening. So he texted me or whatever. I just didn't respond because I'm just like, I don't really want to go through the same thing we've been going through. Like at this point, the last time was the last straw. And since then, he's been like responding to like story posts and like trying to get me to talk to him. And I'm just like, any other time we talk, you act like you don't want to talk to me. So I'm not about to give you my time. I'm sorry, not sorry. Like, grow up. If you really wanted something with me, you would act right the last time. The last time was the last chance. And at this point, I'm over it. Woo, that one was hot. So, I say that to say, it was just weird how like somebody from my past comes back around the same time. But the thing about it is, it's like I'm in like a broken love triangle. That's what I'm in. I don't really want to fuck with Quan, but clearly he's trying to come back around. Tom, well, I want to fuck with Tom, but Tom ain't fucking with me. Whatever. And then it's like Quan be trying to talk to me every damn year, and I'm just like, now Quan, you just gotta go. And it's crazy because it's like what's happening to me is like happening to Quan. Like, he not telling me how he feels or actually like, you know, being an adult about the situation, but he's still trying to communicate with me. And like the way he responded to certain stories, I'm just like, stop the flirting, because I'm not about to respond with nothing. I'll give you a little double tap and you can go ahead now. But it's like, I'm telling myself to let Tom go, so Quan needs to let me go. And that's just is what it is. Because the response clearly ain't what he want either. The response I'm giving him, I know it's not the response he wants. He thought I was going to still be the same person that I was in the past, you know, still giving access to people or still letting people have access to me. Them days is over. Them days is over. You can't give access to people who, one, you really don't want in your life, and two, who don't bring anything really positive into your life. Like, when me and Quan are on good terms, like, we are good, like, it's like friends. It's like we could be best friends, honestly. But knowing what we had in the past, I'm just not fucking with just being friends. And clearly, he's not being a man really to step up and act like he really wants something with me. So I'm not about to wonder and pull teeth for him to say how he feel, you know? That ain't happening. So it is what it is. Quan just gonna have to get the message too. Now, Quan might watch my videos now. So Quan, if you seeing this, you know who you is. And I can't help you no more. Now, we've tried to be friends. Tried to be more than friends. Ain't nothing else to it. But anyway, I just wanted to say, like, it's okay to move on from people. I think it takes real growth to know that you can move on from people. Because a lot of people don't know themselves enough to know, like, this ain't what I want. If I'm not getting the energy I want, I'm not going to try to remain around that energy, if that makes sense. So for me, when it comes to friendships, dudes, family, if your energy ain't right, like, I'm not about to deal with you. When you spend a lot of time by yourself, now of course quarantine helped with that, but like when you actually spend a lot of time by yourself, you learn a lot about yourself. And especially people like who hadn't really been single a lot, or like single for a long time, constantly in a relationship. When you get out of those relationships, you're not given time to focus on yourself. So anytime I've gotten out of a relationship, I was okay, well, I have like jumped into newer ones, but at the same time, like, some time has passed. But since my last relationship, it's been a little minute, so I've definitely had time to reflect. Quan was like the last dude I dealt with, I think. Well, my ex-future husband was the last one I dealt with. If y'all want to update, I could give y'all an update, but he really don't deserve no more TV time. Like, I'm over him. Anyway, but if I do tell that story time, it's actually pretty crazy. Like, true colors were shown, and basically I'm just gonna say I should have left his number blocked. So whatever story time y'all want, let me know. But I just wanted to chat with y'all while I was eating, because I don't even know if I made sense half the stuff I was saying, but I just had to get it out because I was spending too much of my mental energy focused on somebody that don't give a fuck and that I probably shouldn't have been worried about to begin with. So it sucks how certain things happen, but at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. So I'm done with all of these past chapters in my life. I'm done with them. Nobody from my past needs to come back in my life. Nobody. No friend, no ex, no old fling, nobody. As far as family, it's kind of different, but at the same time, I can give family more chances if like there was a situation. But if that situation keep happening, or if nothing gets resolved, you gotta go. I have no problem cutting people off. But I think I'm getting full now. I I just got the greatest idea. I can't tell y'all though. Long story short, I can't finish my food, but I'm gonna eat it later. That's all you need to know. In all seriousness, I guess the moral of my story is just like, if I hadn't said it already, which I probably have, just know when enough is enough. Like, even if you're not dealing with somebody, know when you've gotten tired of yourself repeating the same thing, if that makes sense. Like, I get so tired of the same things happening when it comes to like dudes that I talk to or date, and it's just annoying. So now maybe this is some type of like spiritual awakening I'm going through. Maybe I'm really about to elevate in life, and I'm just really like coming to terms with a lot of things. But just knowing enough is enough. Don't dwell on situations you can't control. If it's happening for a reason. A lot of bad stuff happens. They're for reasons that we might not even know until years from now. So, you know, it is what it is. Like, I'm not pressed to be with anybody, so that's another reason why I don't really care anymore. Like, I'm not pressed to be in a relationship. It would be cool to be like with somebody, but the whole process of doing that, I know when I'm going to be ready for it anyway. So although I did, you know, tell Tom whatever I told him, it honestly, I feel like that was just me finding a way to get closure, which I did. So I'm not mad that I said anything, because otherwise, if I didn't say anything, another week would have passed, with the thought in my mind, like, should I say something, should I not? And you know what's crazy about it though? Like, the whole week up until I said something, I was contemplating in my head. I was just like, should I really do it? Like, and something was telling me no, but also something was telling me yes. So if I don't get like a no feeling that's stronger than the yes, I'm probably gonna do it. So I felt like I shouldn't, because obviously I probably was gonna get my feelings hurt, honestly. But something else was telling me yes. So I think the yes was telling me get closure. It's not about to happen, which was the no. Like, it's not going to be in your favor, but do that shit because you need it. So I'm not mad at my decision, you know. It is what it is. I strongly believe that everything happens for a reason. So now that I really understand that, it's just like, it happened for a reason. Nobody from my past is meant to be with me in the future. And that's just that. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoy my little rant session. This is really just a rant session. I was actually going to do this in the car, but I didn't have nowhere to put like my food so you can see it. But yeah, I just wanted to, I guess, fill y'all in on what's been going on lately. I guess, you know, I have been off YouTube for a while. I'm trying to get back to it. That's why I just was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and do a little girl talk, chit chat or whatever, and, you know, just check in with y'all, how y'all doing emotionally. If you crying over somebody, stop it. Don't cry over nobody else, okay? Don't stress over nobody else, okay? Worry about you and what you got going on, because I got a lot of stuff going on. And honestly, like I said, I was ending this video, but honestly, I do get very distracted when there's another, like, if I'm in a relationship with somebody, they could be a distraction for me, because I'm more invested in what we have versus what I have going on. You know what I'm saying? While the other person could just be worried about them on the side, but still working on us too. But when it's me in a relationship, well, this is how I used to be. Like, I know I won't be like that getting into another relationship, but how I used to be, I just was like too focused on the actual relationship versus what I got going on. Like, I would spend time on the phone with you for hours, but I won't film a video. That's a problem. I can still be like that, but at the same time, like, I'm not gonna let a dude, you know, that I'm dating take away the time that I got going on from what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of stuff that I'm trying to do, especially with this YouTube career. So I can't have no distractions. And dudes can be distractions. Girls can be distractions for dudes. Or whatever relationship that you're in, it can still be a distraction, okay? But anyway, like I said, do you, boo. Don't worry about them. Do you, boo. And you're gonna be good. But yeah, that's all I got to tell y'all, I guess. I might end up doing another story time. I should do a story time on James. I really didn't want to, because I don't want to give him the satisfaction of like knowing if he knows that like the story's about him. But James was on some other shit, and I really just want to tell y'all because it's an update, so I'm just like, why not? But anywho, if you want to see any videos, let me know down in the comments what y'all want to see. Make sure y'all are liking this video so I know that y'all want to see more. Don't dislike it because I'm gonna find you and it's gonna be a problem. I'm just playing, maybe I'm not. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, learned something about yourself and me. I don't know. But I will see y'all next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.